I hate DeepSeek. Sure, it's quite inexpensive and it works pretty well most of the time, but there's just one thing that I can't stop thinking about. And that thing is the support for tools. Now, a couple days ago, when I was integrating DeepSeek R1 into my own AI SaaS, I came across an issue. Now, obviously, since I wanted to support reasoning, that was quite easy to integrate. But my SaaS, which is called Shiori by the way, doesn't only offer reasoning, obviously. It also offers stuff such as tool search, file uploads, image analysis, and much more. And now when I tested it DeepSeek, everything worked fine at first. The reasoning was displaying without any problems, but then when I tried it with the web search tool, everything went downhill. It started calling the tool multiple times, even though other models only call it once. And so this was weird. This was my first experience with a model failing so hard at only calling a tool. I mean, sure, if you don't support tools at all, then just don't put it in the description that it supports them. But here it was different, that supports tool calling. But then I searched Google a bit and I came across this GitHub issue. If we take a look at this issue, we can see that the user is experiencing the same thing I was, just with another model, which is called V3, which is essentially R1 but without reasoning, or at least it's the same quality of output, as far as I know. And so he asks the question, what's the weather like today in New York? Now what the model is supposed to do, it's supposed to extract the text from New York and recognize that there is a function called get current weather, which it should call only once, not multiple times, and then it should return the result to the user in a natural language format. So for example, if I ask what's the weather like today in New York, the AI chat would respond, today the weather is da 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 da, not just in a data format. But so here you can see it calls the tool multiple times for no reason. And a lot of people have been experiencing this issue. It wasn't just me. So I kept scrolling, and I found this temporary fix. So let me read this out to you. So the temporary fix I have come up on with that seems to fix this is appending a user message with a function response to the messages array before sending it to the model tool. This didn't work for me. I don't know how it worked for him, but all power to him. Yeah, as you can see here, it's calling the tool multiple times, which is such a huge waste of tokens. This costs money, by the way. Yeah, you can see here, people are completely pissed. They're saying like, wow, astonishing. Function calling has been completely broken since this model was released. And it's still in the API docs as if this feature was ever available. Well, it's not. And sure, yeah, they have in their docs like this little note saying, the current version of DeepSeek is unstable, which may result in looped calls or empty responses. Come on, you have millions of dollars. Fix it, please. But yeah, and then I would just went here, commented, yeah, I'm experiencing the same problem. Around a week ago, these people started saying, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. This didn't work for me, I tried it. Yeah. And that's pretty much the end of this issue, and it's still not fixed yet. And I honestly doubt it will ever get fixed. They say they're working on it, but I don't know if I trust them. Now let me be completely clear. Just because I hate DeepSeek doesn't mean I love OpenAI. They've had a bunch of their bugs as well, which kind of lead me to thinking, is there not a single good AI chat app out there? And so I really went out and built my own. It's called Shiori, and it doesn't only support chat or image generation, it also has video generation, short form video creation, text to speech to text, and a bunch of other stuff. And it's basically just one subscription that you have to pay instead of paying ChatGPT $200 a month. Now that's actually not the only reason I dislike DeepSeek, not specifically the model, but them as an entire company. Now before I go into this, yes, every single AI company, or at least a company that gets the data and the model is trained upon, is unethical. There is no way for any of them companies to get this amount of data legally. That's just not gonna happen. And so what DeepSeek did is kind of questionable. They used a method called model distillation. Let me show you how that works. Imagine this. You have a model here, which is DeepSeek R1, and then you have a model here, which is, let's say, O1 by OpenAI, right? So these two are obviously competitors. So what O1 does is essentially the data feeds into their models. Where does that data come from? Good question. They prepare it themselves. Structured data. Then this is turned into structured data. OpenAI just trained their model, which is called O1. What DeepSeek did, that's what they did. Their structured data was just the output of O1. So for example, it asked O1 a bunch of questions like, how are you doing today? And the output of that is the training data for DeepSeek. And so I think you can see what the problem here is, right? Number one is the ethical question, number two is the legal question. And now obviously we've all heard that OpenAI wants to ban DeepSeek in the US, which is so stupid, because even though they did something like that, OpenAI did 10 times worse. They literally just stole the work of everyone. And now they're even saying like, if we can't access copyrighted material for free, the AI race is over for them. And let me be frank with you, I think that it's over for them as well. They don't have the option for cheap labor. They don't have the option to make their prices so low, such as DeepSeek. And so OpenAI cannot really compete in that AI field anymore. What they can do, however, is to compete in the UI UX layer, adding little changes to the AI here and there, and just improving the product overall, not the actual model behind it. And that's the only way for them to still be competitive. If you like this video, drop a like, comment down below what you want to see next. Peace out.